probability that you have heard about the 7 wonders of the world is high, but there seems to be a new world order. From the lost cities of Chichen Itza in Mexico to the jaw-dropping Taj Mahal in India, the new 7 wonders of the world have one thing in common: hidden secrets. For centuries, many have marveled at how all 7 world wonders came into existence, and many theories and speculations were developed, but none seemed to be true. The best theory was that some gods mysteriously erected them. But we're here to bust some bubbles, and to share the secrets of the wonders of the world with you. So, stick around, as it is going to be a bumpy ride. But before we proceed, kindly take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more premium content. Also, stay updated for the concluding part of this video. Now, let us get to it. Number 7. Chichen Itza, Mexico. Movies like Tomb Raiders by the famous Angelina Jolie provide an insight into how artifacts are kept in ancient caves. But many would think it's all fiction until the city of Chichen Itza was discovered. Just like the Egyptian civilization, the Mayan civilization is one of the most remarkable in the world, and its influence can still be felt all around Latin America. Well, not just Latin America, but the whole world, since the 365 calendar system and writing system had been traced to the Mayans. Chichen Itza was a large pre-Columbian city built by the Maya people of the Terminal Classic period. The city was built in proximity to 4 cenotes that served as a source of fresh water for the Mayans. The archaeologists, upon discovering gold and other valuable materials in the cenote, reached a consensus that the Mayan used the cenote as a place of worship for idols, and the valuable materials were gifts donated to their god of rain. A closer look at Chichen Itza shows that the city is home to 26 Mayan ruins, including the popular pyramid, El Castillo. The El Castillo is a 50-meter pyramid whose existence dates back to the 9th and 12th centuries and is surrounded by 4 stairways with 91 steps each. An additional step into the pyramid temple makes the total steps 365, which denotes the number of days in the Mayan calendar. Similarly, the pyramid temple has 9 terraces which symbolize the 9 stages of heaven according to the Mayans' belief. Safe to say, the Mayans are the architect of the New World. The secrets of Chichen Itza city were discovered in the 1930s after archaeologists discovered another temple beneath the El Castillo Pyramid Temple. Apparently, the inner temple is where rituals take place. In addition to the inner temple, a red jaguar throne was discovered alongside an inner cenote with human bones, believed to be the connection between humans and the afterlife. The archaeologists explained that the Mayans used human sacrifice to appease their gods in the inner temple and imprisoned the sacrificial beings in the inner cenote. Chichen Itza remains a city with many mysteries, and archaeologists are hell-bent on discovering more ruins. So far, only 1/5 of the city has been excavated, which means more hidden temples might be found. So till then, we keep our fingers crossed. Number 6. The Colosseum, Italy. Movies like Gladiators, Centurion, and Spartacus depict what life in ancient Rome looks like. The Roman elites enslaved people as gladiators who competed on their behalf in deadly competition or just fought to entertain their guests. The Roman gladiators fought in over 200 venues, but none of these venues came close to the Colosseum, which hosted a 100-day fight after it was constructed. You might begin to wonder how the Colosseum came into existence with the lack of modern equipment and government funds. But the Romans had their ways of doing things. The construction of the Colosseum started after the Romans defeated Jerusalem in 72 AD, and the architectural masterpiece remains a wonder to date. The secret to the Colosseum's longevity is the concrete mix used for its construction. First, the foundation of the Colosseum was around 13 meters deep before the 5-level oval-shaped amphitheater was developed using travertine. Due to a lack of modern equipment, the laborers had to use a wooden crane to move the travertine obtained from the quarries of Tivoli to the construction site. The 50-meter-long ancient amphitheater boasts a 190-meter height and a 156-meter width to become the largest ancient amphitheater still standing today. The secret to this longevity isn't far-fetched. The concrete mix used by the Romans contained a sticky mortar made of lime and volcanic ash. Although modern concrete is 10 times stronger than the sticky mortar mix, the sticky mortar mix has good resistance over time. The Colosseum construction lasted for just a decade, with about 100,000 laborers only. This shows that the Romans did have a great mind when it came to construction. Constructing a replica of the Colosseum in a modern world would take more time and require more workforce. According to many sources, The Colosseum has witnessed more bloodshed games than other amphitheaters due to the deadly competition the gladiators compete in. Fortunately, the Roman Catholic abolished gladiator fights in the 4th century due to civilization, but other games like chariot racing and arrow shooting were allowed. The Colosseum, to date, remains the starting point for modern stadiums around the world, even though modern stadiums require maintenance frequently to stay in perfect condition. We are halfway through, guys. If you're enjoying the video, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Number 5. Petra, Jordan. The existence of Petra dates back to 2,000 years ago, when the Nabateans settled in the desert terrain in southern Jordan. The Nabateans, being nomads, were well skilled in survival techniques, and they used this as leverage to claim authority over their enemies. Their settlement soon became the meeting point of 6 major spice trade routes, and the high-ranked member of Nabateans started tolling travelers who passed through their territory. The proceedings from the tolls and trade were used to establish a capital, Rakmu, in the sandstone using simple tools. Just like other settlements, the Rakmu had important buildings like the monastery and treasury, which were painted in bright rose colors for an astonishing look. The Nabateans, due to their nomadic nature, are great savers. They store food and water professionally. Since they settled in the desert, they witnessed a small amount of rainfall, but their man-made conduit and dams were perfect for distributing rainwater throughout the year. The brilliance of the Nabatean leaders helped the small kingdom develop rapidly, and by the 1st century, the kingdom had already boasted 20,000 people. Unfortunately, the kingdom was seized during the Roman expansion and was renamed Petra. Petra started declining in the 4th century after other trade routes were discovered before a massive earthquake hit it some years later. The city was later abandoned in the 7th century before being rediscovered by an explorer, Johann Ludwig. The ruins of Petra are still unearthed today, and just 15% of it has resurfaced, while explorers have discovered over 800 monuments. The secret of the once rich city is the brilliance of leadership. Channeling and storing rainwater throughout the year isn't an easy feat. Number 4. The Taj Mahal, India. Talking about India, many might think Mahatma Gandhi and the Bollywood actors put India on the world map. But long before the revolutionist existed was the Taj Mahal, which is home to the corpse of Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan's queen. The Taj Mahal existed as far back as the 1630s, and the construction lasted for 17 years with over 20,000 workers. Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan ordered the construction of the magnificent building after he lost his beloved wife and wanted a befitting memorial for the love of his life. It seems the love story between Romeo and Juliet isn't as captivating as this. Construction started on site in 1631, and because the emperor controlled southern Asia, all durable materials from different parts of the continent were transported using elephants to erect the building. The building was completed in 1648 and included a 35-meter central tomb surrounded by 4 tilted minarets. The secret of the Taj Mahal lies in the slight outward tilt of the minarets, which support the building while also shielding the tomb in case of a disaster. The Taj Mahal's exteriors and interiors make it unique, as the interior boasts 40 different types of precious stones from around the world. The Taj Mahal, being the most visited building in India with over 7 million visitors annually, will cost a whopping $1 billion today, making it one of the most expensive burial sites in the world. The wonders of the world are in fact a mystery yet to unravel, as archaeologists keep discovering new sites daily, from the longest man-made wall in the world to the statue of Jesus in Brazil. If you like the video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to get notified when we upload the concluding part.